Hello there. Thanks so much for joining me today. My name is Stephanie and I will be your yoga teacher for today. Day number 9. Way to go. We are getting right on through all the poses that yoga has to offer. We still have quite a few more to go. Today we're going to learn another new one while we flow. This is going to be a very fun, strong beginner practice. Go ahead and find your most beautiful mountain position. We're going to start standing. So we'll start with our feet parallel, hip width apart, neutral pelvis, lengthened spine, crown of the head reaching up towards the sky, palms facing the front of the room, eyes closed, grin on the face. Go ahead and begin to drop in with where you are right now. The feelings that you feel inside of your body. All of your muscles turning on. Grateful to be alive and to be able to come to your mat and practice. So many things to be grateful for in this very moment. I want you to go ahead and set an intention here for this practice. And go back to what we talked about the first day. What brought you here? What keeps bringing you back? It's a great intention. We're going to start with neck rolls. So drop your right ear, right shoulder. Roll down through center slowly till you get left ear, left shoulder. Roll back down through center. Your right ear, right shoulder. And down through center, left ear, left shoulder. And look all the way up. Stretch through the front of the neck. And back to center. Beautiful. Sweep the arms up. Go ahead and grab your right wrist with your left hand and pull it towards the left. Side body stretch down the right. Breathe. Inhale back to center. I grab the left hand with the right. Grab the left wrist with the right hand and pull. Left side body stretch. Breathing here. We're not holding or clenching. Inhale back to center. Beautiful. Go ahead and bring the arms out parallel. So we look like a giant T shape right now. And we're going to spin to the right. Just as far as you can get there. No help. Just how far can you turn your body? And back to center and to the left. We always want to make sure we're warming up our spines. And back to center. Release the hands down. Beautiful. Go ahead and walk to the top of your mat. We're going to do 2 sun A's before we get jiggy with it. So we are in mountain at the top of our mat. Inhale them arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Go ahead and feel this forward fold for just a second. You can interlace your hands around the opposite elbows, or they can rest on your shins, whichever feels better for you here. Make sure you got the bend in the knees. We're breathing. On your next inhale, let it halfway lift you so your hands are on your thighs or your knees or your shins. Exhale, fold. plant the hands, step the right foot back, followed by the left plank. Lower those knees, lower the chest and the chin. Slide through to cobra. And push back through and meet me in a downward dog. Go ahead and walk your dog out here. We're going to take 5 deep breaths. Beautiful. Go ahead and roll forward into plank. Step the right foot up. Step the left foot up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, plant the hands. Step the right foot back, followed by the left. Lower down chaturanga. Push up into upward facing dog. Meet me back in a downward facing dog. Mr. Yoda came to join us finally. Go ahead and walk that dog out. Sweep the right leg up. Bring it through. Lower the back knee, the left knee. Sweep your arms up. Crescent lunge. Make sure your right knee is not spilling over your right ankle. You can tuck the left toes to help protect the left knee. Breathing. Beautiful. Plant those hands and frame the right foot and step back into our downward dog. Wonderful. Sweep the left leg up. And bring it through in between the hands. Lower the right knee. You can keep the toes tucked to protect that right knee. And inhale, rise up. Making sure our left knee is not spilling over our left ankle. Arms are up. We are smiling here. We are breathing. Beautiful. Plant the hands and step that left foot back to meet the right and down dog. Wonderful. We're going to walk our hands back to meet the feet. Forward fold, and we should be at the back of the mat now. We're going to roll up to standing into our mountain pose. You can stay where you are. I'm going to come to the middle of the mat for explanation. We are going to do tree pose. So we are definitely going to play with our balance here today. We're going to start with putting our right or left leg firmly down into the ground. Feel it planted. Okay, so what we're going to do with our right leg is we're bringing it up to here. This is end goal. Okay, so we can start here. So if you feel a little teeter-tottery right here, this is great. The closer you move in this foot, the more you play with that line of balance. We can be here. This is a fantastic hold and balance posture. You can also bring that right foot up to the right shin. We never, ever, ever want to push against the knee because our knee joints don't go that way. So we never want to put that pressure there, but we can put the pressure on our upper, lower thigh, and then if we want, we can bring it all the way up for tree. We can start with our hands at heart center. If you fall, that's okay. The mat's got your back. Just come back into it. The best part of yogi is that we fail and we just keep trying. We don't fail and give up. We keep showing back up for ourselves because we know with practice, we'll be here. If you feel good here, you can try to raise those arms. So, one big thing about balance in yoga is you want to find a gazing point, something to look at to where you can put your focus there and leave it there. That way your focus isn't on what all's going around the room. Your focus is on what we call a drishti point. So find that drishti point and just focus on that point while you allow your balance in your body to happen. Beautiful. You can go ahead and release that right leg down. Shake those hips out. And we're going to go right on over to the other side. So firmly plant that right foot down. We want all four corners of that right foot firmly rooted into the mat. Go ahead and come up on your tippy toes on the left and angle the knee out. See how this feels. Just play with this. Just move it closer in towards the right ankle. Hands can be at heart center. And now try to bring it up to the shin. What about the lower thigh? And if you want, just go ahead and pull it on up there into the upper thigh. I'm active here. My glutes are engaged. The inner thighs are engaged to help keep this balance. And like I said, I have all four corners of my foot firmly rooted into the mat, and I'm gazing at my drishti point, which is my camera lens. If you feel comfortable here and you'd like to grow within branches, go ahead and put your arms up. Sometimes this can help us balance. Breathe and smile. Beautiful. Go ahead and release that left leg and shake them hips out. We're going to do a wide-legged forward fold here. So go ahead and bring your legs out wide. It doesn't really matter how wide you get your legs. The more together they are, the more like just forward fold we're going to feel. And then the wider they are, you should be able to have a little more extension to go down the wider they are. However, it doesn't matter how wide your legs are, okay? We're just going to find the wide-legged position and fold. So it's the same position as when we're in forward fold at the top of the mat. We are just wide-legged folding. We want a slight bend in the knee because we don't ever want to overextend that. And you know, we may be here. If the ground is not high enough, then please bring the ground up to you to make this position nice. If you know, we can be up here too. We just want to feel the stretch all in the back of our legs. So go ahead and find your most beautiful wide-legged forward fold stretch. And go ahead and find that breath. This is not a good position starting out, and you should come back here daily. This is such, it's an inversion because our hips are over our heart, so it's great for our heart muscle. Inversions of all kinds are great. It does not have to be a headstand or a handstand to be an inversion. In yogis, in the yoga world, an inversion is simply when our hips are over our heart. Meaning down dog is an inversion, all forward folds are an inversion, lots of things. So we're going to go ahead and go over to the right. So just come towards the right, get more of the stretch in the right IT band and all down the right hamstrings. Breathe Go ahead and walk through center, over to the left. Fold over that leg. And find your breath here. Beautiful. Come on back through. Bring the feet together. We're going to just bring the booty down into our yogi squat. If your heels don't come down, that's okay. Sometimes we can prop them up on blocks. And this will help a little bit if you can't get your heels down. The blanket is also such a great thing here, and also a bolster, because if you can get down to at least have some of that pressure relieved onto the bolster, it's still a great flex in your hips, and that's what we're really going for. So if we're here, we're just going to push our elbows against our knees. Anjali Mudra with our hands at heart center in prayer position. Beautiful. We're going to come down into our seated forward fold. So just gracefully plop yourself onto your sits bones and send those legs out long. If you want to use your bolster here to fold and to be more comfortable, please be my guest and get your bolster or your blocks or even your blanket can be rolled up and make this a lot more comfortable. So go ahead and get into your forward fold here. And I want you to find some nice deep breaths. We're going to be here for a little while. So go ahead and focus on your breath. With every inhale, allow it to lengthen you. And every exhale can take you deeper into the stretch. We do not have to stay in that uncomfortable position. Okay, we can come out and back down with the breath. Out and back down with the breath. It's a great method to stretch, and it's a great way to not make you hate it. Go ahead and breathe. Breathe love into the tight spaces. Letting them know it's okay. We promise them we will not be here forever. Beautiful. On your next inhale, let it bring you up. Go ahead and bring your right leg into your chest. We're going to hold our right leg with our left hand. So we're kind of almost literally hugging our right. Sweep the right arm around the rainbow to the back of the mat. And a gentle twist here. Smile at whatever's behind you. I have a wall. Beautiful. And come back to center. Right leg goes out long. Left leg comes up towards the chest. We hug it with the right arm. And we sweep the left arm over the rainbow all the way around to the back of the mat. And twist. Smiling at whatever is behind you. And breathing knowing that the hard part is over for today. You have totally won this day. Way to go. And back to center, legs out long. And we're going to come down for happy baby. So go ahead and come to your back. And you can grab the outside edges of your shins to pull down, or your ankles, or if you can reach the outside edges of your feet, be my guest. We want our sits bones and our shoulders on the ground. We want to be able to feel our whole spine against our mat right here. Go ahead and take some nice deep inhales and exhales. You are absolutely amazing. What a way to stretch yourself and grow. And I mean that in so many ways. Beautiful. We're going to go ahead and find our Shavasana. I challenge you to either take a heart opening Shavasana with your block under your back, or you can put one under your hips to elevate yourself. You can take your feet to the outside edges of the mat and allow your knees to drop in. Or you can take your feet together and allow your knees to drop out. So go ahead and find whichever Shavasana feels best for you today. Listen to your body and what it is calling for. And then go ahead and settle yourself down onto the mat. Allow your body to absorb all of that energy you just stirred up inside. So it can power you through the rest of your day. Thank you so much for showing up for yourself today. It means the world to me that you come here and you flow. What an honor it is for me to be your teacher. I look forward to seeing you back on your mat tomorrow. As always, please stay in your Shavasana as long as you can. Have an absolutely fantastic day. Namaste.